It was a good, fun event. It's a good, nice red carpet. I told you my thoughts at the beginning, like waiting for 3 hours holding a piss and shit ain't the fun. But the surroundings, the people, the vibe, and then the surprise at the end of us getting to meet Glenn Powell and Coleman Domingo. I did not expect that.
This is the beauty about these podcasts and all this sort of stuff that we do. We can collaborate with each other. Like there shouldn't be no bound. Like yes, we have our own things and whatnot, but I don't think there's anything wrong with collaborating. Rich people don't really give a shit about the poor people. And then when he became rich, he forgot his values. He completely didn't give a shit about that because he thought money would solve all his problems. Yes, he was hustling
Yeah.
and whatnot, but he lost human values. You know what I mean? And all the lessons of like shit. We need to help poor people. But
Yeah,
that's the
yeah, yeah,
reality.
yeah.
The rich get richer and the poor get poorer in that reality. What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Brothers are back with another episode. It's G-Man out here and joined by Kibbs. Before we get into it, this podcast is sponsored by Cherish. Click, see the magic, be the magic. Check the description for more. And we got some news for you today. We got some reviews of stuff that we've watched. I've watched some recent movies, Kibbs, so happy to talk about those. With some exciting premieres and screenings and all that sort of shit to talk about. Good
Oh
shit.
yeah.
When I say shit, good shit, good shit.
Good shit,
And
good shit.
then we've got life to talk about, man, because life's always freaking life, innit? And there's goods and there's bads.
Mm.
But sometimes I don't know what it is about this podcast. Like we talk about the goods, but there's this therapy, almost a therapy sort of aspect of it where I want to talk about the bad and express the shit that we've gone through or go through. Um,
People need to know that though. It's not hunky dory. It's like it's
oh yeah,
hard work,
life.
man. It's hard work. Uh,
It's never ending. Life is, I mean, and again, we've talked about this so many times, man. It's hard to freaking complain when so much shit is going on in the world. So you can't really
yeah, exactly.
compare, but
You
everyone's
get
got their
humbled. You get
issues.
humbled.
No, you definitely get humbled. You definitely do. And we all have our issues, man. Like we do. And we all are human. We all have our mental capacities. So up to a point, yeah, look, I'll admit it. Clearly, I wouldn't be able to survive. I'm not as strong as certain people in the world. Like what's going on in
No,
Gaza,
no,
Sudan, I'm not as strong as them. So I'm a little bitch compared to them, right? So I'm gonna
exactly,
complain about
exactly.
my little glorious situation, but I can admit I am not as strong as those people. Those are
No,
different type of people.
them
So
children, them people. Uh, it's been hard because now you're watching what's happening a lot more in what's happening in Sudan as well, and it's like, you know what? Nothing can compare to what strength some of those people have and what they have to endure in that period as well. There's nothing that can come back and say, if anybody was to, like, we are selfish. We're selfish. I think we're a very selfish society, but yeah, nothing can compare to what they're going. We don't have that strength. We're not them.
we don't.
Yeah,
I
we
could
don't
sit
have
here
that
telling
strength.
you I'm a hard guy. I wake up at 5 a.m. I work out. Okay, based on this society, me living in Dubai in this complex, me living maybe, right? Maybe not, man. Actually, fuck that, man. There's these the workers out here.
Yeah,
You know, I ain't shit compared to them. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's comparison, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
comparison. Like, I can't compare myself to other people and whatnot. But we go through our shit, man. At the end of the day, we do have up to a mental capacity and whatnot. And like this week, fucking hell, man. We just discovered there's mold in the place.
Mm,
There was these cracks building up and there's mold. And then obviously the landlord would just be a dick. I fucking hate landlords. I'm a landlord myself, but I
mm.
am not like these fucking landlords that I've experienced ever since I left the country, man, and started renting from Hong
Yeah,
Kong to Singapore to now here. I fucking hate them. They're a bunch of cheap ass motherfucking motherfuckers who think they're professional, but they're not. You're just the
no,
average dude that's just trying to make money. And what it is, you're trying to make money and trying to save money and whatnot, but you're not a professional. You're a fucking idiot. And we're dealing with this fucking landlord here trying to explain the situation and trying to tell him that mold is it's a health thing. If it wasn't a mold, I wouldn't give a shit about cracks. But when it
mm.
comes to mold, there's a health aspect to it. And he's just being a fucking idiot. He sends his cowboys over. His cowboys touch it. They're like, oh, it's not mold. I'm like, you fucking cowboy. We called experts to come over, and immediately they got their tools and they got this sensor and whatnot. And they're like, yeah, this is all mold. And look at this. Look. I'm like, fucking don't send your cowboys here and tell me like they're experts. They're not, man. And when I say
Mm.
cowboys, sorry, they can do handyman stuff, but it just pisses me off, man, because like the fucking cheap ass landlords, man. Landlords are fucking idiots. I really can't wait till we move into our place, but it's still got about 8 months to go,
Yeah.
inshallah. But fucking landlords, like, and here in Dubai, you can't say nothing. You can't like, you can report him, but everything costs. It's like you,
Mm.
like me and Elia, like we're gonna talk this weekend about how do we resolve this, like from a stress level perspective, a process level perspective, and a budget level perspective. And at the end of the day, the most stress-free and most efficient budget is us just paying for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything
100%.
else will involve stress. Talking to this motherfucker is causing stress. When you have to pay for a certain company to file a report against him, is gonna cause stress, process, and money. So like the less stress thing is us paying for it ourselves. And like, you motherfucker, fuck your house. Like what I'm gonna do before I leave, I'm gonna take a shit on the floor and then like
Don't do
hide
that,
it in
bro.
the corner and
Let
in the
that sit.
toilet and let it rot in there. And I'm like, I don't know, like you didn't fix the toilet, you didn't fix the leak, so it's probably a
Yeah.
leak pipe. And then one day, they're gonna try and investigate, and they're gonna see a rotten shit in there. It's so annoying. Like, it gets you angry, like really angry. And it's
Yeah, I
not.
think, you know what? I think you should do it, bro. Just do it.
Remember
Why not?
Dwayne? Remember Dwayne above it, Barnet College? It reminded me of that. That was.
Just, oh, bro. It's funny. I was speaking to him yesterday, and we're just talking about some of the silly shit we used to do when we were younger. And you know, the is it Virgin TV channel came up when we used to sit there and the music.
Oh my God. It wasn't even it wasn't even a channel. It was
No,
like
no, it was.
we didn't buy the channel. So it's like when you don't buy the channel, what is it? It's like the poster saying subscribe now, but it had some elevator type music on it. And we would sit there till past 1 o'clock just listening to that tune. Fuck it. And we weren't even high or anything. Like, all of that I smoked any of that shit, but we weren't even high or
Ah.
on any substances. We were just there together, some reason admiring this elevator music for this channel, trying to get us to subscribe. Looking at this, oh my God.
It probably was the Badusi channel. I can't remember, man. Anyway, I shouldn't even say that. Idris and all the kids watching this later, you don't know what that means. You'll never know what it means. You'll probably not even see that film anyway. Uh, yeah, I mean, you know what? Listen, man, it's not
Wait,
easy.
what
It's tough,
film?
man.
Hold on. What film calls it Badusi? That's our made up word, isn't it?
No,
Hmm?
it's from Friday. No,
Nah. What do you mean? We stole it from somewhere.
no, it's How to Be a Player.
That word is from How to Be a Player.
Yeah,
This
with
whole
Bernie
time I
Mac.
thought,
But no, we didn't make that up, bro. But Bernie Mac, that's Bernie Mac's thing.
are you for real? This whole time, that's Bernie Mac's word, yeah, for
Yeah,
Badusi.
bro, that's Bernie Mac. He came in like so basically in the film, How to Be a Player, he's playing around with different women in there, and he's with this married woman who's married to a pastor, which is Bernie Mac's character. And then he comes in the house, he's in there, he blurts, wife is looking all, flustered, and he's like, man, I can smell this. I can smell it. I smell, but
Oh
this
my,
is,
oh my
there's
God.
more to it, and we've always used those words. Like American culture we already know it played a big part uh, of us growing up. Like we understood more American politics and more American comedy than we did what was happening over here. Like that culture really, because of we grew up with hip hop and R&B, so it really played a big part of us growing up. And when I was like, it, I think I was the one that introduced everybody to Dave Chappelle. You know?
Yeah, I mean, because you used to download everything,
Yes.
sorry, it was like, and then like stand-up comedy,
Yes.
and then everyone should come over and watch it and whatnot. So maybe because like we used to like, because like that's how it was almost like music. I remember hip hop, and I remember
Yeah.
just getting to know so many different rappers because I would listen to Big Pun, and then you got like I don't know like Nas featuring on his album. You're like, well, I mean, I knew about Nas, but I'm just as an example, you got someone featuring on an album. You're like, oh my God, who's that? And then you jump on their album. You're like, they're amazing. Someone's featuring on their album. And you kind of, and that was the same thing with like movies and stand-up comedy and whatnot. You just kind
Mm.
of discover different people as they like feature on different movies and stand-up comedy shows. But yeah, Chappelle, he got us through college, well, uni and shit, man, with that.
No, he
With
did. He did. Right, and it's funny because we watched. I just this morning I finished watching Eddie Murphy's documentary on Netflix as well, which is
I
interesting.
need
There's
to
some
watch
things
it.
we could cover on that as well, but
I
I
haven't
just
seen it. I want to watch it.
it's good. It's good. I mean, you learn so much about him and what he's like actually not being Eddie Murphy on the screen, like the creative he is, and you don't get to see that much. Like the guy's a musician, he's a painter, he's a comedian. He doesn't do stand up no more. He even he's he went into a place of like I'm gonna try everything, and grow with the time as well. You see that in his movies, you know what I mean? Uh, a good documentary, man. Good documentary. But yeah, it's funny we came to that. I know we're all going through loads of stuff. And guys, make sure you click on the links below. We've got links for mental health. We've got links for Sudan, Congo, all in the links. Also, we've got links for the disaster that happened in like Jamaica, Cuba, and Haiti as well. That's all on there as well. And then I put another link up on there for the children that are homeless. So whatever you guys can do, every little helps. Doesn't matter which one you donate to. Allah praise you, and we'll keep you in our prayers as well. You guys have been, some of you have been donating quite a lot every month, which is absolutely amazing to see. I stopped using the Meta website because they're bullshit, and I know all social media is bullshit at the moment. And really and truly, we just pop off like journey on there anyway. But like the amount they take from these charities just to put their uh put what do you mean when you host it basically the amount of money they take. I mean, what is the charity getting back off them? So I've got individual links now in our link tree. So please do what you can. Yeah, it's been full on. I've got to say it's been a shitty week with good stuff that's happened. Never. It's balance. Yeah, it's balance. It's balance. But my mental health when it comes to sleep is starting to deteriorate a little bit, and like people as well. Like, you know, people, man, people. We're becoming really. Nobody likes to be real. Everybody's got this front and this fakeness that they need to prove. Uh, and the more I see it, the more it kind of retracts me back to say, yeah, I don't want to go to these things no more, man. Yeah, like
Mm.
people are not real. People are not real, and it's funny because I met a couple of people the other day at the Shisu. Sorry, is it Sisu, the Road to Revenge screening, and it just made me kind of. I think I'm always, you have your high moments, and then you get humbled down, and you're like, there's more shit to it. You know what I mean? Because I still got to get through my everyday stuff, and that's hard enough as it is, but. Come on, guys. Reality. You can't push your beliefs on people. You can't push things on people because they do something else. I think it's really important that everybody kind of uh, stays in their lane and do it for the love of it. I think people have lost the love of creativity. People have lost the love of this. Everybody keeps when we get the odd messages of encouragement, you get the odd message of jealousy as well. And you forget that like people don't want to do it for the love. They actually want to do it for that fame moment, you know?
Yeah, but you gotta ignore that though, man. I don't know what
No,
comments you're reading. But I don't. Any negative comment I see, I immediately just
no,
ignore it.
it's not
Like I,
about that. It's about what you see face to face with people. Doesn't
mm,
matter. The
mm.
online shit doesn't do anything. That's
I have to
online.
be honest.
Uh,
I have to be
Face to
very honest.
face.
I'm a very big introvert. If I had all the money in the world, I'll probably like say for a guy, I bare money, I'll create a community for just my peoples, and I don't want to see the outside world. That's how much of an introvert I could be. And when I go to these events, again, man, I want to go to these events and these screenings and stuff, right? I feel very uncomfortable around people. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying I don't like people. I'm just saying like I just don't like being around big crowds and all that sort of stuff, man. And then when you come across I think I spoke about it with the Predator Badlands. You got inconsiderate people. It gets to me, man. Like I am a very
Mm.
considerate person towards other people, and I just hate the fact that other people are not like that.
Nobody has
And
that respect boundary.
it's not really a big ask. I mean, it's just like as a human nature, have consideration towards people around you. You don't own everything. You're not nothing special, but these people think they're special. I mean, look, I don't know much people here. But like I said, man, you come across these people who watch, who had the Predator Badlands premiere, and I'm being judgmental. But I'm like, fuck, man, you just got invited because you got some following, but you're just like, oh man. I'm gonna be a dick here when I say this, but I don't care. You're here because you're on Instagram, you get thousands of views, and all you probably do is show your ass and titties around, and that's why you got bare views, and then you got invited to this because you can market the movie, and that's it. Like, you don't know shit about movies, you don't really give a shit, you're not considerate to other people, you think you're something because you got certain amount of views and subscribers and shit, and you think you're something. That's what I'm saying. This whole world, like. I find it uncomfortable. Like, I'm trying to say, like,
Yeah, yeah, no,
I
I
do
get you.
find it, and I
I
know
get
we
you.
do this podcast and we do it. How do I pull it, man? We just press record, we talk, we don't give a fuck about all that sort of shit. The views get up, cool, that's nice. We got following, that's amazing. We express our thoughts, we express our, we give the news and all that sort of stuff, shit that we enjoy, right? It's always been like that. But I'm not looking to get any fame or anything out of this, man. It's fucking awkward, man. It's fucking awkward.
Legacy, 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 legacy. What did I see recently? And it was Eddie. Eddie said it. It was legacy. Once you have kids, and he said it in such a perfect way. Like, and I think the past year or in the past year or two, I've realized that more. That whatever we do now is what we leave back for them, right? Because we've done our part of living. Now it's the adult part of it. Is what do you leave behind for them, whether it's money, assets, all the rest of it. But not that. Just what can they do that make them feel amazing? What can they do? Because reality, really and truly, for them, I'm scared.
I
I'm
don't
scared.
blame you. You're scared because you're going through your shit and you know how the world is and you don't want that for them. But the reality is they're gonna have to face it in
No,
one
of
way or
course, and that's
another.
why we're there for them to have those conversations, right? Like we had
Right.
Idris stay over. I think it was it last weekend? Yeah, and he's like such a grown up now. He's in his gaming world, and we're sitting down watching Batman, and he's really technical, and he talks about he is a really proud nephew that when he's like, oh, he wants to see us grow because he wants us to have that YouTube plaque, and I was
Yes,
telling him,
yeah.
don't worry, Idris, you don't have
I
to worry
know.
about that.
Such a sweet kid.
Yeah, like because when I'm 18, I'll watch all of your episodes, and I was like, no, that's fine. It's just like, don't worry about like physical like stuff. Like he knows us, look, we all collect, so we've got something physical. But I was like, don't have to worry about those achievement things. Like you will get your achievements and those little things you celebrate. Just be a kid. Just enjoy that stuff. Don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself. You're still a child. Like we did Alara's parents' evening yesterday, and you listen to the teachers, and you're like, bro, man, I didn't even know my ABCs till I was like probably 13, 14, bro. You know what I
Because
meing?
you lose. That's because you lose. I'm sorry, but listen,
It's having too
to
much
this
jokes
day,
with Dwayne and Jayhan. Yeah.
to this day, obviously, I can't spell and read, but you didn't know your alphabet till you're 13. That's because you lose.
No, bro, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a total turning point of like, I could say like without no regret, yeah, I didn't make the best decisions in my life, but I've got some of the best memories ever, bro. Like Javid and the exploding chair, and and all these great memories that I could take with me and say, you know what, like, maybe life wasn't perfect as it was meant to be, but I've got some of these amazing memories and friendships that I could cherish for a lifetime. And I would like to have my kids and my nephew and niece to have that type of friendship with people where
Yeah,
they're not they are family. Like, you want them at
yeah,
the
yeah.
they're
I mean,
family. They're not.
I think that's what's important about life, man. I mean, like, yes, we're gonna go through life, and obviously, as
Mm.
Muslims and religious people, we try our best to. Our life is dedicated to Allah. We
The
serve
dean,
Allah,
yeah, that's right, yeah.
but the Deen, right? But just in regards to life itself, yes, there's so much shit you're trying to accomplish, but I think one thing that you should accomplish is memories. Like trying to get, I'm not saying try and force memories, but do like memories are so important, man. Just like again, you're making me think of some of the memories that we've had, family memories, friends memories.
Yeah.
Like these sort of things are super important, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like just that, and like yes, we're going through struggles now, but I'm like. and I maybe need to have that moment with Elia to be like, you know what, let's think about these memories, man. We're gonna be laughing at this, or let's think about some good memories, man. Because I think that's something like I don't know if anyone ever talks about it, but like that's another accomplishment you should make in life, which is, make great memories, man. That you can kind of
Mm.
when you get to an older age, you can kind of reflect back and be like, man, that time I was at so and so's house, or we were at there together, or whatever. Like that's what you're gonna value more than. It's one of the things that you're gonna value more than anything when you're old and everything. And I'm sure, like parents, you guys you want that memories with your kids, you want them to have memories with you, so they'll remember these sort of things like memories, man. I think that's a commodity, or I don't know what to call it, but that's something that we don't value as much, man. Maybe,
No, we don't
maybe it's
because
there, but like,
we now in a moment now where it's all about capturing that moment for Instagram or TikTok. And I can totally get that. But I feel like because I say I use it more of a as a I know we do the podcast, but on our personal pages, it's more of a memory bank. Yeah, like I
right,
can
right, right,
scroll
right,
through there
right.
and I can always go. It's my photo album. That's what
Yes,
it was
yes,
meant
yeah.
to be, and that's what it should have been. But it's become a really big marketing tool, and I could totally
Advertising.
understand that. It's
It's all
advertising, yeah. But the
advertising.
thing is, people revolve their like, and I suppose that's why I've been online much more less now with what's happening in Palestine and Sudan now. Like, I can't share happy moments now because I feel
It's
like
hard.
sometimes there's people struggling, and I keep posting these things. It hurts. Like
It does. I feel
it
like a
hurts.
fucking phony or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. It does hurt.
I,
So now I'm careful with how I post stuff and making sure people know that, like, I'm doing what I can for charity when it comes to that, and I will share positive stuff, but I'm not gonna. There was a point where you're showboating, and you're like, shit, I'm a showboating guy, man.
yeah. Oh
I'm a
my God.
showboating guy, and that's a horrible realization to say. It's not inspiring to others when you're showboating
Right,
because you'd
right,
be
right,
like,
right.
you're just that lucky git. And it's like, no, we're not lucky. We still did fucking hard work to try and get to where we've got to. But now I feel like in the past year, like even restructuring, I'm not sure if you've seen it on socials, like there's a structure on there now which is manageable, where before we were just posting, 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 and then realizing nobody's actually watching the shit. But now that it's a bit more centered around the podcast more and not showboating and saying I'm at this one, I'm at this one, I'm at this one. It's more about here's a bit of the podcast, here's a bit of the like I've started to put funny stuff on there to make people like relate to some of the geeky stuff that we do, and then you've got the interviews, and I have one or two clips of the podcast as well. But it's not before it was like had like so much going out there, and that's because it was showboating. It was like we got this platform, I want to scream as loud as I can, and then you know we've seen 2 years of a genocide, and you've had a couple of years of the genocide going on in Sudan as well. You're like, I feel like a shithead doing this. So how do I slow it down to a point where it was like, because people keep saying, it's inspiring, but then there's other people that look at it and be like, you just showboating, bro. You lucky motherfucker. And I'm like, nah, man, we work hard. There's timeless times. You're editing. We're doing these events.
Yeah, we get
You don't
rejected on
realize.
so many things. Like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
rejection, like you see some people come in and they do great jobs and they get accepted to everything. And I'm not gonna pull it down to anything specific. Like some people get lucky, maybe their content's better, then maybe they're more relatable, whatever it is. But we are doing things our way and trying to be as true to ourselves as possible. And we've got to this point, and the amount of rejections we've got through. I mean, like fucking hell, like there's so much shit we don't get invited to and whatnot, and we try our best
Mm.
to get that. You know what I mean? Like there's so much, but there's so much we have. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to focus on what hasn't. Like let's
Yeah,
focus
yeah,
on
yeah.
what
Exactly.
has.
And
You
I
know what
think
I mean?
that's important
So
that we.
people, yeah, people like But thing is though, people are never gonna respect the hard work. You know what I mean? When I say respect the hard work, they, you know what, like how do I pull it, man? They think it's easy. They think it's easy. They think we got it easy if because we got invited to certain things. You have no idea of the hard work. You have no idea of the realities and whatnot. So I don't really pay those people attention because I know the shit that we go through, man. I know what
No,
I go through.
100%.
I know what you go through. I know what goes through my head. I mean, it's the same thing with work. It's the same
Yeah.
thing with work. Like I was talking about it the other day. Like, okay, work's tough. Work's where it's busy. Um, all that sort of stuff. But what was I gonna say? Like the work aspect of it, yes, that's stressful, but the mentality aspect, man, like nobody knows what goes through my head. And as a leader, I'm the one who has to fucking show a happy face. I'm the one who has
Mm.
to come on a call and act like everyone's cool, but nobody knows what I'm going through. But everyone tells me how fucked up their day is and whatnot. It's the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows what goes on in here. And we talk about it on the podcast, but when you see our socials and all that sort of stuff, like everything seems cool. But reality, there's so much shit going on in the head that nobody. Again, I don't want to even oversaturate my thing with like I'm going through this sort of stuff. You know, I'm trying to say I don't know if it's just a balance or what, man. But it's not gonna be perfect, man. Never is gonna be
No,
perfect.
of course, no, and I think people need to know that as well. And I know our avid listeners always know, and we always get the appreciation from the avid listeners because they know what it's like. Because like red carpet events, man, I've said this before, they are not amazing. Like the first two or three, it's amazing to get invited to. I would never let it down on uh what's the word? Like the experience and the buzz of it. But then after you've done 20 of them, 30 of them, and really and truly, I feel like we have become more critics in what we're doing now. We're still fans. We'll always be fans at the core of it, but we're becoming a bit more technical about how we speak. You really just want to get through that red carpet and just get to watch the movie because you're like, oh man, they got me in this fan pit for 3 hours. And like, shout outs to Geek House. Like, I love you, dude. And I got to say, respects to you. But for me now, like, I just want to take a piss and sit down, man, and get ready to enjoy the film. Before I even get to the event, I'm fucking bursting to go to the toilet, and then we have to wait 3 hours before we go in. Like, come on, man, please help me. Like, I'm dying right now. Like, that picture of me with Glenn Powell and fucking Coleman Domingo, bro. I was ready to take a piss in my pants, man. I was like, I'm dying here, man. Why are we still waiting? Why didn't you tell me? He surprised me, bless him. But even the PR could have said, like, if you guys want to go in, grab some food, and then go in and go toilet and stuff, man, let me go
Mm,
and do that, man. But like, it's hard work. It's not easy. You get there, you get rushed off. You don't know what's happening. I mean, that's through because he's got such a big account. He's getting all the perks. For
mm,
us, like we could just walk straight in, bro. I'm cool. You know what I mean? You know me. I don't even dress up no more. I felt like that time. I came to a point where I was uh, dressing up every time, getting a fresh trim, and then realized, man, they didn't even give us 2 minutes on the red carpet to even take a photo. That's basic, man. I'm going comfortable, man. I don't have to wear some suit with my suit trousers running up my crotch and shit. But yeah, it's fun experience. But when you become, we're probably veterans at it now. It it's a weird one, and I suppose that's come with like age, and I don't want to be standing in the rain or in the blazing sun or the cold for 3 hours waiting in a fan pit or anything else like that. It's difficult. It's very difficult, and the people find enjoyment in different things. But I'm like just prepping. I think I'm not getting old. I'm just comfortable. I want to be comfortable. I love going to the cinema and just enjoying a good movie. Like Running Man was good, man, but like 3 hours standing up before that holding a piss. Nah, man. Bliss.
mm.
Tell me,
I mean,
like,
but
tell me it's gonna be 3 hours.
that's
Then I can go take a piss and come back.
yeah, but that's that again, man. Like that's an element of putting the work in. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
If you
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah, yeah,
want this
yeah.
shit, if you want to be on the red carpet in London during
Better hold that
October,
piss.
November, hold that piss. It's going to rain on you. It's going to start getting colder. It's going to get darker when it comes to Christmas. And I'm trying to say, like, summertime
Yeah.
might be okay. Like, the point is, that's what I'm saying, like, based on the situation, man, like, you want to be there. Like, well, here's the circumstances. You know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
no,
Like,
it's exactly that lyric. And you
and
wanna go home or you wanna go to jail?
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of that like, and if you want to enjoy it, if you want to be a part of this, like here it is. Like this is the way it is gonna be, and you gotta enjoy it. I think you gotta enjoy the moment. You gotta enjoy everything about it because you're there, like you said, legacy, right? With Predator Badlands and the quote being used, right? That's a part of legacy. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so it's a
No,
part
no,
of the
hundred
process. It's
percent,
a part
hundred
of the
percent. But
hard work. I mean,
I don't
listen, we're
know.
not young anymore. The problem, look, the
Mm.
thing is, we're not young anymore. We didn't get these opportunities when we first started it before we kind of got married. Well, you got married around that time. Anyway, before kids and stuff like that. So the
Mm.
point is, like, bandwidth and life has taken over more. There's other more responsibilities that we have, right? So when we were younger, man, shit, the freedom of like I could spend like time is the most valuable commodity to me right now, the most valuable out of everything. And wasting time is the worst thing you can ever do, in my opinion. And now, because you got the family and kids and all that sort of stuff, man, every minute wasted is like I should be with my family. You know what I'm trying to say? So when you're
Mm,
at these things, you're spending time away from your family. The kids, you hardly see them during the day because they're at school. Like, just
mm.
think about that time you have with them, right? So now you're at a premiere and whatnot, and now you're thinking, shit, this is a waste of time, and I wish I could just watch a movie and go home. But there's a balance, man. It's like, fuck, man. Like, when we were young, I could stand here for 6 hours and do this shit. We've kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
done that
yeah.
before.
And
Now
that's
we
cool.
can't. Now we can't.
It's
But you have
tough.
to appreciate we're here. You know what I mean? Like, you have to kind of appreciate, man, like,
No, and the
this is
thing is, I do. I think
fun.
there's a realization of like, I do accept the fact that we are here and opportunities like this will come up, and that's fine. And I'm always going to say yes or no wherever we can. But I think the stress levels of letting people know what that's like, I think it's really important because people see things and they had this perspective of, oh man, you're so lucky and blah 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 and blah, and I'm like, it's not. It's hard work because even going to premieres is hard work. Not no, none of this stuff is getting paid for. If somebody is telling you they are getting paid, you better get me the connection because I need to get paid. If somebody's telling you they're getting paid to be here, that's some bullshit. Sorry, I'm gonna call that shit out now. That's some bullshit. Ain't nobody getting paid. No trouble being unless you got 500k followers.
Yeah.
500k followers, a million, then you're getting paid. Other than that, if you like 200, 300 followers or 1,500 followers, you ain't getting paid for shit. You're putting the work in, and we're going to be classed as journalists, to be honest, influencers and all that shit, which kind of gets. I don't like that word. I would rather say journalist. Yes, we are journalists because we cover movie
I'm not.
stuff and geeky stuff. But
But
yeah,
I'm not a journalist. I'm not an influencer. I'm just talking to my bro, man. I'm talking to my bro about stuff that I enjoy. I'm not putting in any other way. I don't care how anyone else might see me. But like, like I talked to Yusuf and he was just telling me he's listened to the podcast. Like, he's my bro. Like, he's my friend. He's my bro.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. I would never want him to look at me, and he doesn't, and I don't want him to. But like he listens to our podcast. He enjoys what we talk about and our perspective on things. But I'm like, man, you're my friend. Like,
Mm.
I'm not an influencer to you. I'm not nothing like that. And same with anyone else who's listening. Like, I'm
Yeah, yeah.
my bro now, and I'm giving my perspective. I don't talk a certain way. I was thinking about this other day, and I said this before. Like, I've seen the way you do content and other people that do content, these short, amazing contents, the way you break down movies. I can't do that. Right. So I
Mm.
choose not to try and imitate that because I know what I can't do. But I stick to what I think is my strengths is to just fucking talk, man, and express
Yeah, yeah,
myself
yeah, yeah.
how I
Exactly,
want. And I feel like if I
exactly.
truly express myself, express myself, then I'm gonna express my creativity through that. So I'm not gonna try and do what you guys do because I try even with. I remember after I done the Mission Impossible one last year, and I was like, "Fuck that! I'm never doing this again because that sucked. I can't do it." Then I tried the Tron one.
Yeah,
Wasn't too bad because I spent
the
like
Tron
three
one was
minutes and I
good.
did
The
it.
Tron one was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I did it like not like in a minute. I was like, I'm just gonna talk to the phone for like three
yeah.
minutes and
That
then
that's the
that's it.
best thing.
Right? But I've seen the way you do it and I've seen the way other people do it. I cannot do that and I'm not gonna try and imitate that. I'm not good at that, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not none of that shit, man. I'm just a guy giving my perspective. That's all it is, bro. And I think with the day and age these days, like especially with some of the and I mentioned it before, like certain podcasts and whatnot, like Joe Rogan and all that sort of stuff. Theo Vaughn, like Theo Vaughn's funny as well, and he's always himself. Yes, he's intelligent. He's got perspectives on things. He does his research and whatnot, but he's being himself. If you watch a Theo Vaughn podcast, he's amazing. He's so funny. He's just always being himself. He's always throwing out random things in there and serious conversations, but he's obviously like he's always just being himself. And I'm like, that's the great thing about these platforms. You can just be yourself. You don't have to
Mm.
talk like a news anchor or a radio host show or whatever the fuck. I can say fuck. I shouldn't swear. I'm trying to get my potty mouth sorted. But I could say these things and I could say I could do all of that stuff because you know what? That's just the way I'm processing. You know, I'm trying to say I don't need to be a professional and talk in professional manners and whatnot. And I understand. I've accepted that. Like I've understand that, and I'm not trying to be that. I'm not trying to be
Mm.
all of that shit. Listen, if I was to ever get an interview with a somebody, I would, yes, do my best to prep and do my best to not in and R in and all that sort of stuff. But like
But that's natural,
that'll
bro.
probably end up happening. Like I'm not gonna try and imitate the best speaker in the world because I'm fucking not that. You know what I mean?
No, no, I understand. No, exactly, exactly.
Whew. All right, listen, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into some of the stuff that we gotta talk about, man. Because the shit that we could talk about, man. Um, hold on. Let me get up the breaking news. So, guys, remember, check out the YouTube channel for breaking news. Now, again, I always say this: we might not be first, but we will try to our best to be accurate. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to. There's so much shit that comes out every day. We don't have a. Are you sharing your screen or something, bro? Or are you joining with the
Uh,
computer?
yeah, yeah. Finally.
Any
Yes.
triple screens?
Oh,
Um, breaking news. Check the YouTube channel. Again, I can't always be first because there's too much that comes out, and I'm not gonna stop my life to be like, oh, I gotta post this or whatnot. But breaking news is there. And let's go through some of the news, man. Let me find my thing. Where is it? Playlist and then news. All right. As always, you know what I don't like about this playlist when you go to it, when I try to go to it, it doesn't I can't sort it by old and new. Normally you can, but I can't do that here, which is a bit
hmm.
annoying. Um anyway, because I have to scroll all the way down, like new is all the way down, and that's when the news is. All right, listen, man, let's start the news and stuff like that. All right. First of all, as always, man, I feel like it's so bad when I say as always, man. Every week, every 2 weeks, we hear someone who's passed away in the industry and stuff like that. We had a few as well this week that I wanted to kind of give condolences to. Uh, this is going to be terrible, but I cannot pronounce his name. And how would you pronounce his name, bro? Do you know?
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I can't see it. Techi Kayo. But that sounds Japanese.
I know that, right?
I know he's a French actor. I remember him in
Kairo, Kiss of the
uh,
Dragon.
and he was and when he got the pin stuck in his neck. But he's
Yeah,
been in
yeah.
loads of movies as like the bad guy. He was in Bad Boys. Uh, bloody hell! Like he's got a massive catalogue of movies that he's always been in, good or bad guy. So rest in peace. I think it's Techi. Is it Techi?
I want to say is French Turkish actor. So
Oh,
Karo. Listen, I can't read. That's how I'll pronounce it. Like all respects, man. I wish I could pronounce his name. But he's best known for his roles in GoldenEye,
yeah.
uh, The Missing, La Femme Nikita. He
Mm-hmm.
passed away at the age of 72 after a battle with cancer. Born
Oh,
in born in Istanbul, 1953, and raised in Paris, Caro's career spanned decades and decades and continents, from French cinema to major Hollywood productions. He brought depth and intensity to every role, becoming a memorable presence in action films filled with television dramas alike. His loss is deeply felt across the global film community, and his legacy will live on through his body of work. Like I said, sometimes with certain individuals, I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, I followed their career and whatnot, but you have
no,
a
no.
memorable from them. Like Kiss of the Dragon was one of them, and the one you just mentioned, what was it?
Bad Boys, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to say. Like you have these memorable movies that you enjoyed watching and whatnot, and they were part of that. So, rest in peace to him.
No,
Um, a-
definitely, definitely.
an- Another legend who passed away was Tats Tatsuya Nakade. He passed away at 92, I believe it is, man. He was, sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to find my description. There you go. Japanese cinema icon Tatsuya Nakade has passed away at the age of 92 on November 8th, in Tokyo after suffering from pneumonia. Best known for his powerful performances in classics such as Run, Harakari, and Kage Musha. I remember him from your Jimbo. Is it your Jimbo? I think it was that one. This why I kind of remember him. Best known for yeah. So spanning over decades of encompassed more than 160 films. His collaboration with esteemed directors Akira Kurosawa
Kurosawa,
and
yeah.
Masaki Kobayashi helped define the global age of Japanese cinema. His legacy lives on through his unforgettable character and the generations of actors and filmmakers he inspired. So he passed away at 92. I mean, 92 is an amazing age. I mean, Japan has like I believe Japan has the highest population of old people in the world. I mean, they just have such a great, I don't know, like things like diet and everything.
Great
But
diet,
yeah,
great routine. Yeah, they're good, man. They're good. I'll rate them for that. It's something that we can't get involved in our society, not in the UK or the States. It's all about fast living, but the Japanese are about longevity. They've always been that. They always want to continue traditions as well. We want to abandon traditions. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. And I think Last
yeah,
Samurai taught me that. Ken Watabe, man, like that
yeah,
character. It's about preserving legacy. It's preserving a part of our humanity and our culture and what you grow up with and the strong beliefs that you have. We don't have that in our society, bro. And I think that's why we connect to it so much because it's what we want to do in our lifetimes. What do you do to pass on something legendary as Bushido, the way of the samurai? You know what I mean? So rest in peace, another brilliant actor, and played, bro, 107 movies. What? That's crazy, bro. And then 92 years old, mashallah. That's a good life.
yeah, definitely, man, definitely. All right, let's move on to some movies and shows and stuff we watch. So I watched a show called Black Rabbit with
Okay, I
Jude
haven't.
Law and Jason Bateman, and I think it was written and kind of directed by Jason Bateman, and he's excellent, bro. After Ozark, I mean that guy's got range. Talk about range. Like I always thought he was a comedy dude, but he's got range of what he did. Like, Ozark was amazing. This was really good, and like he's got this acting style where I feel like, be it comedy, serious, he's the same. Like there's something about him where he's exactly the same, but he can pull off the different genres with his exact same acting, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying exact same that he doesn't have know how to change it, but just
Mm.
by doing his same, he can change the environment of his acting. It's brilliant. I mean, this show it's actually it's about like a bar. It's featured around a bar, a restaurant called Black Rabbit. But just talk about a fuck up. I mean, look, there's childhood trauma and all that sort of stuff that's always sort of involved. But talk about like brother's love is a brother's love. Talk about a fucking brother that just fucking fucks up all the time, man. It's just kind of like I don't like. Soon as he came back into his life, it's like you're fucking toxic, man. Like you're fucking toxic. But then a brother's love is a brother's love. He will never reject his brother. Like I mean, like I'm not going into any spoiler sort of territories or whatnot. But just the commodity between brothers, just the love between brothers. But then just like the fuck up of a brother and just getting involved and just get deeper and deeper and deeper. And one brother's trying to help and it makes things worse. The other brother's trying to do something and it makes things worse. Like so much shit. And then that not taking the accountability, man, and just putting the blame on other people and all this sort of stuff. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, it's crazy. And then just the whole atmosphere of this bar itself or this restaurant itself, and how it kind of affects the people working there, and getting involved with like gambling and all this sort of stuff. It's a dark show, man. It's a dark show,
Mm.
but it's just got like an element of like I say like family and love and or family and brothers love and everything. So
I'll check it out. I'll put it
really
on my
good.
list. Yeah, I'll check
Yeah,
that out.
he's got range, man. He's really good. Jude Law's obviously awesome, but Bateman just impresses me, man. I just feel like because I've always
Yeah,
known him to be a comedy dude, and he's just like so good at these roles and his writing and everything. Just so good.
No, good on him. Good on him.
I finally got a chance to watch Smashing Machine. This was the one I was trying to watch for ages, and I was hoping that we could have got screening out here. I really wanted to watch that, man. Finally got a chance to watch it. The Rock, a story about Mark Kerr, MMA fighter from back in the days. Brilliant. Like it's like a biopic movie and whatnot. The Rock is absolutely brilliant. He is. Listen, if I'm like as an actor in this movie, he freaking evolved, man. It was so good. And like knowing Mark Kerr, because I went back and watched old UFCs and
Mm.
whatnot, and then knowing the UFC. And then when I say knowing him, I'm not gonna say I follow his career and whatnot, but just hearing him on podcasts and just kind of understanding his personality, like The Rock nailed it, man. And even Mark Kerr was saying on the Rogan podcast, like Rock nailed it. And he even changed some of his face to kind of look a bit more like Mark Kerr. Um, and just his acting was great. Emily Blunt was great. You know, everyone else, like it was just really great, like really good put together really well, and just this kind of like an MMA fighter trying to like he was also a professional. You know, this was when MMA was like, you know, they were still calling it human cockfighting and it was never respected and all this sort of stuff. But there was a massive, massive discipline around it. It's martial arts at the end of the day. It's just a bit more of a
Mm.
reality of a martial arts. And Mark Kerr was one of the first dudes that tried to really make it professional from a perspective of presentation and
Station.
yeah, how he kind of upholds himself. He was a savage in the cage, but outside he was actually a very gentle, tried to be a very gentle person, especially with people and stuff like that. Never, you know what I mean? Like, especially back
Mm.
then, he fought in Japan and you can see like the shit that they go through, but like the stress of a fighter, man, like it can be fucking hell. Listen, I fought on an amateur level and I trained and all that sort of stuff. And my God, that's stressful. Could you imagine it's your living? It's a different kind of thing. And then the toll you put on your body, it's crazy. And obviously back then, you know, he was on steroids and everything, which affected him as well. All this sort of stuff, trying to get sober for all of that sort of stuff. It's a great man, great biopic of something, especially because I enjoy MMA. Like I'm a fan of that sort of stuff. So when I'm seeing it, I'm seeing a biopic of an MMA legend, one of the pioneers. You're just kind of like I'm a lot more attracted to it, and
Yeah,
just seeing
no,
that
it,
background.
bro, it looks amazing. You know, I've heard stellar reviews, and actually, I don't know, it's on my list to watch. It's something, I need to watch. I want to see it. You know, it's one of those real life stories you got to see, and if somebody's going to portray somebody, like that's like a big thing to do when you put yourselves in that shoes. Like, when Will Smith did Muhammad Ali, you're like, oh my God, this guy is going to play this iconic guy. Like, it's one of those movies you want to watch. Same thing, I want to watch it because I want to see, because he bought the range, didn't he? The
Mm.
Rock brings the range. He's not doing his regular movies, and I think you could get to a point in your career where you're like, I just want to put a bit more depth in what I do as well. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to watching it. Looking forward to
Yeah,
watching it.
this was like The Rock's best performance I've ever seen as an actor. Like, you know what I
Better
mean? Like,
than
really,
the
honestly.
gridlock, the gridiron.
Yeah, those are great as well. Don't get me wrong, those are
Yeah,
great as well. But this was the best. This was the best that I've seen him, man. Yeah, he was brilliant in it. From the face, body movements, like facial
yeah,
expressions, tones of voice, like everything. Like it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I mean, look, I heard that it didn't make no money at all, or not no money, but then you know it did. But I don't see this type of movie making that kind of money. Like this is not a big blockbuster type movie. And plus, it's like based on Mark Kerr, and like from one perspective, if you're not an MMA fan and you're not familiar who Mark Kerr is, then you're not going to, you know, you might not be interested. But if you're
yeah.
into
That's right.
movies and all that sort of stuff, like maybe you'll be into it. But just the general person, you know, you're not really going to be. You might not be into it. You might not be attracted to it. So that's probably, you know, it's a hard one. It's a hard one to, I would say, to make money. But from a performance perspective, absolutely on point, brilliant, man. It was absolutely brilliant.
All right, cool.
Um,
It's on my list to check out, definitely.
The other
Oh,
movie I watched, I got a chance to watch was Good Fortune, which was freaking hilarious. So
oh
good,
my God,
so good, man. Listen, man, like Seth Rogen, Aziz
he's the
Ansari,
man.
Keanu, brilliant, man. Like as soon as you see that cast, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a fun, easy watch. I'm gonna have no issues watching this, and you're gonna sit there, you're gonna enjoy it. And and then like not just laugh throughout the movie. By the end of the movie, you get to the meaning of the meaning of the characters, and like it's basically what they're saying, like rich people don't really give a shit about the poor people. And then when he became rich, he forgot his values. You know what I mean? The girl that he liked, I'm spoiling it a little bit, but the girl that he liked was a part of a union and whatnot, and he completely didn't give a shit about that because he thought money would solve all his problems. Yes, he was hustling
Yeah.
and whatnot, but he lost human values. You know what I mean? And then Seth
Yeah,
Rogen
yeah,
was the
yeah,
one
yeah.
that was learning. I'm just spoiling it. He was the one who was learning all the lessons of like, shit, we need to help poor people because
Yeah,
that's the
yeah, yeah,
reality.
yeah.
The rich get richer and the poor get poorer in that reality because like you take the piss out of the poor people because you kind of like, well, if you don't like the job, quit and I'll just get someone else because someone else will do the job. Like when you got a whole group of poor people, a community or whatever it is, or people around the world, there's someone that's always gonna want the job. Like you can't, say for example, like I don't know, everyone was like, I'm gonna boycott Amazon, for example. Like I'm never gonna work there. There's some people who are hustling and need it for their family, and they're like, I'm gonna have to take this job. I'm just using Amazon as an example, but they're gonna have like, I'm gonna take this job. I need it. I need to
Mm.
feed my family. And I'm living out my car and stuff like that. And I think this movie kind of like just kind of touches on that basically, right? But I mean, the comedy element. I mean, Keanu's freaking. He's a
He's
comedy
brilliant,
genius.
isn't
Like
it?
he's
He's
really
brilliant in
good.
it.
Yeah.
Just leave me
Yeah.
alone, man. I just want to enjoy my cigarette. I'm
I
on my
couldn't stop
break.
laughing,
That was
bro.
so good, bro. And the
Humanity
thing is,
fucked up
he's
an
tried to
angel,
do
bro. Bro, that's what I was
it.
laughing. Like an angel got fucked up based on humanity, man. I was like, oh my, like when I say humanity, like just the life, I was like, oh my God, even life fucked up an angel, bro. I couldn't stop
Yeah,
laughing,
but that's
bro.
what I'm saying. It was crazy. Like it had a great premise on reality stuff with, satire kind of comedy. I really enjoyed it, bro. It's one of my favorite films this year. It's one of my favorite films this year. It's in my top 10 of like favorite films this year. That's in there, bro, because it's like it works so well. It works so well. It works so well. And a reminder that you forget what values you have when you're struggling.
Oh
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
good film. I love it. Great film.
You
Great
forget,
film.
like, yeah, money doesn't solve anything. Yes,
No,
money solves a lot of things. I could say that, right? Because you're always saving and working for shit. But you can't lose who you are when you make money, man. You can't lose that sort of shit. But yeah, no,
exactly.
listen, man, I agree. It's such a fun movie, man. Not hard to watch at all. Just like little things. This is what I love about their comedy genius because there's little things in there that just crack me up. Like when he's getting in the cold plunge and stuff. Like it's just a random thing. Like rich people get like doing
Do you know
cold
what a guy in the
plunges and
coal
shit.
plant?
Yeah, like it's just so. There's something about it that just crack. I think that's just genius because it is like
Yeah.
that's what the thing is. Like people doing cold plunges and shit. Like why are you doing cold plunges? I don't know. Like it's just hilarious. Like cold plunge and sauna and shit like that. It's nah, it's a good movie. Really fun movie, man. So I recommend that 100%, man. Um, you watch anything before we move on to quickly go through the news? You watch anything?
We spoke about Running Man already, right?
No, you just watched it. No, we haven't. We haven't. So tell us about Running Man because you were at
Yeah,
the.
got to go see Running Man, which was a really good film. It's Edgar Wright's version of Stephen King's novel, which is not nothing like how the original Arnold one was. Really fast-paced action movie, uh, good wit. Glenn Powell is a good leading action man. Common Domingo and Josh Brolin absolutely smash it, and the rest of the cast as well. It's a good, fun, like an adrenaline rush of a movie. There are some slow bits I found. It's 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes long, but it's a good watch. It's a great, great action film, and it's like it just takes you back to that era of 80s and 90s action movies, which I want more of. That doesn't have to be like, convoluted and big stories and the rest of it. Just entertain me, and the movie entertained, bro. So that was really good. I watched
But wait.
Eddie
You were at
Murphy's.
the premiere and you got a chance to meet them guys. There's a picture out. Would you like
Yes, that's
how
right.
was
That's right.
how
So
was all that? I know you spoke about it a bit earlier, but like from this perspective, how was it? How
no,
was
yeah. I mean, shout outs to Geek House show. He was the one who gave us the invite for that one, and Paramount as well for sorting out such a extravagant event. It was a good fun event. It's a good, nice red carpet. I told you my thoughts at the beginning, like waiting for 3 hours holding a piss and shit ain't the fun. But the surroundings, the people, the vibe, and then the surprise at the end of us getting to meet Glenn Powell and Coleman Domingo, I did not expect that. Originally, and here's the truth, guys, this is not through any PR companies or anybody that we've worked with. Paramounts are cool, but we're not that cool. He,
I got them on the list. We'll talk about this something else later, but I got
yeah.
something about Paramount on the list. Go on.
So I got invited by Geek House to be his plus one on the red carpet, which is cool. You get to do like a cool little photo and then uh, get onto the red carpet. And then they put us in this little creator corner on the red carpet. So you're there for an hour or two before the movie starts, which I wish, if you had told me that, I would have said, bro, I'm going to go take a piss, eat some food and chill. Uh, for some reason, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it personally. But it was a great event. Only when he surprised me at the end saying, "Oh, they're gonna take pictures with us." I'm like, "Who?" He goes, "Coleman and Powell." And then I started seeing everybody taking photos with them, and we got the same color wristbands. I was like, "Excuse me, bro." And then what happened was that people were taking photos individually, and then they said suddenly, "Speed it up. You have to go up in pairs." I said to Hassan, "Bro, this is your account. I'm not jumping in that photo. You go." He goes to me, fuck you. You're going to have to jump in the photo as well. And I'm like, it's your account. I don't want to jump into it. So for the first time in a while, being the guy who wants to be there, I'm slowly drifting away from it a little bit. And that's not because I'm losing love for it. It's just to respect that it's his account. Why am I got my face on his account for? So I don't want
No,
to
but
be.
this is one beauty of this thing, and I'm not saying he's 100% like this, but obviously he likes you and he wanted to partner with you. But this is the beauty about these podcasts and all this sort of stuff that we do. We can collaborate with each other. Like there shouldn't be no bound. Like yes, we have our own things and whatnot, but I don't think there's anything wrong with collaborating with one
No, no,
another,
and
like
that's
something
fine.
like
That's
that.
totally.
So
I
I don't
think
think
for
there's
me
anything wrong with that.
personally, I didn't want to be that guy. Like I've.
If you forced it, I would have been like, I would have told you, kid, allow that, kids, but that's embarrassing. Don't force it. But when you're collaborating and he asking you on and whatnot, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, but if you were like forcing it, oh, bro, like, can I please come with you? Please pick me as your plus one. I'm like, bro, don't do that. That's fucking embarrassing, man. Um,
Nah, that's not me, bro. It's never been me. You know, we stopped chasing for a long time, and I said to you as well, like, bro, I'm not gonna chase no more. Because after the situation we had with Captain America, I was like, and that movie was basic as well. I was like, I'm not chasing people no more. I've just realized like we've come to a point where it's like, you know what? If they're gonna come to us, and most of the time they do come to us, I'd rather them come to us because of the workload we do, not because of the constant fucking nagging. Anyway, premiere was great. Great to meet those two guys as well, which was nice. I know it was quick and brief. Uh, But thank you to Hassan for hooking that up. Film was great. Edgar Wright was there as well. And I think he's one of those crucial British treasures of, you know, Hollywood, or not even Hollywood, just a movie maker in general. Shout outs to him, man. This was fun and like he adapted the book very well. It's got not his signature kinetic energy that he has in his usual films, but you could tell that he had passion behind this project and you know when you want to do something yourself, it's like me saying, I want to do a version of the X-Men. You know, I would love to do my version of a comic book of an X-Men story. He got to do that with like, you know, if I was to adapt an X-Men story, it would be the Mutant Genesis story, which was the Jim Lee run series back in '91. I'd love to try and adapt that. That's just me spitballing, but you know, for him, he was a fan of Stephen King's books, so for him to say like, you know, here's a movie. Ironic enough, the movie was based in 2025, and this movie comes out in 2025. So, congratulations to Edgar Wright again, another guy who showed us love on our X page. So, thank you so much, bud. But like, it's always nice to praise people for the work they do. And I really enjoyed this movie, bro. It's a good fun watch. So, if you get the chance, check it out.
Yeah, I will. I will. Sorry, but I'm just freaking typing something
Mm,
at work. People are crying and
it's
shit.
all right.
But yeah, I will. I definitely it's on my list. It's on my list to watch it, man. So I can't wait to watch that one. Um, anything else you watch? I know you done a review for Chef. which is
Oh
out on the
yeah.
thing.
So
Yeah,
hold up.
yeah.
I love that movie, man. That's a great film. That's a great. I've been feeling a bit lost recently, and as much as I have conversations with God, I'm trying to find some ease right now because I suppose life has got so extreme at the moment, and it's like that. I think I needed to hear that scene. He goes, "Do you really, what was it? Do you love this?" And the son's like, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, "Like, I really love this. Like,
Mm.
I really love this." And it's finding that passion because you get stuck in a rut and you could be stuck in a creative space and you could be stuck in the world and not find your place, not know who you are. And all it takes is one person to push you over that limit. And it was like, it was a calling for me in that moment. I love that movie, man. It's a great film, great food, great cast. Robert Downey Jr. gives me jokes in that scene as well. But it's a great film, man. What else did I watch? So that was that. Back to the Future, I did catch it in IMAX after. Fucking
Awesome.
amazing, bro. Fucking amazing. I'm not a big fan of 4DX, but I know that they were playing it in 4DX, but I went for the IMAX instead. But the IMAX, the sound, like the movie is a timeless classic, bro. No matter how many times I've seen this film, in what format I've seen it. And this is the first time watching it in IMAX. So they've blown it up to such a big scale. The sound was amazing. The visuals are amazing. The jokes and all the script is perfect. It's a perfect movie, bro. It's a convoluted, crazy movie. But it was a good, I had so much, I was in the cinema by myself, bro. One Saturday night, I was like, before I go work, book my ticket, get in there. And I had like sitting right in the center. I was the only person in there. And
Sick.
it was fucking brilliant, bro. And I was laughing at the big screen. And it's a total movie. And probably the only one movie that I'll always get lost in. Because the dialogue's catchy. The music is good. The comedic timing between Doc and Marty like is insanely good, bro. And I was like fully immersed in it, bro. I had a great experience. If you guys didn't catch the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future on the big screen again, such a timeless classic, man. Like I love that movie, man. I still adore it to this day. And for me to have the same feeling, because I got out of the cinema smiling and laughing, put the soundtrack on my car on the way to work, and I was like, fucking hell, what a great feel good movie. Even though, like, the space time continuum could get fucked up. Doc Brown still took that risk as well. There's moments with Marty and his dad, like when he's trying to explain to him that if you don't do this, man, I'm fucking disappear. And he's like, Dad, 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 Dio, and like he he Michael J. Fox had a bit of vulnerability in that scene. And I didn't notice that. As a kid, you don't notice it. As a teen, you don't notice it. In my 30s, I didn't notice it. I noticed it because I was fully engrossed in that moment on IMAX to say, holy shit. Like, this kid really knows what he's fucked up, even though he didn't understand it. And he still wanted that, because he didn't have that father-son relationship in the present that he came from, he kind of got that a little bit going back to 1955 to knowing his dad and his younger self and say like, I had a bonding moment with my father.
And
You
also,
get something new from it.
yeah, and
You
also,
get something new from it.
like you forget this is a movie about his and his family's survival. He's dying. He's dying.
He's
His
being
mission,
erased from time.
right, right. So yeah, it's pull it in that way, but he is alive. We saw him alive. We saw his family alive in the beginning before. So yes, he's being erased because of time and all that sort of stuff. But when you pull it in there, he's fighting for his survival. Like, Dad, you gotta go. You have to ask her out, and you can't tell him why. But if you don't do this, like, I'm gonna be erased from time. But I'm dying. Like, it's like almost like a disease or whatnot. And I know it's not portrayed in that sad sort of thing, but like,
Mm,
he is. He's fighting for his survival, bro. He's fighting for his family, his brother's survival and whatnot. There's an element to that. I'm just thinking of it from that perspective because
mm.
that's why he's on this mission. There's a part of it where it's survival. It's not just fix a timeline that he's in. This doesn't
Yeah.
happen. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm erased. My brother and my sister, they're dead. This family doesn't happen. Yes, the whole timeline's all messed up, but it's a survival thing, man. And I think that's just brilliant in its own way as well.
No, 100%. That was a great experience. I wish I got to see it with like, because I know Jakob went separately. I know a couple of other friends went separately. That was the day I got stuck on the train for 3 hours, bro. Like I was in a fucking movie. And then another 2 hours journey home, which I need to sort out now. They've emailed me back. I need a refund for that. And then, yeah, bro, man, Back to the Future, man. What a great movie. But moving on, because I got to go prayer as well. Sisu.
Oh yes,
So, got
Sisu.
invited. Shout out to Sony Pictures for inviting us to Sisu 2, for Revenge, The Road to Revenge, which was pretty strange to watch because I watched the first half of the first one, didn't get time to finish it off, watched the second one, and then that later on the following day, I watched the end of the first one. The first one is a better movie, I'm just going to say from my opinion, but the second one is fucking outlandishly outrageous. You know what? Let me give props to this director, yeah? Hold on. Uh,
It's like what I
the
told you, right? It's like John Wick, but him killing Nazis and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just
100%. Like, listen, great story about determination, a man that doesn't want to give up. I mean, the first movie is based on him finding gold. You know, there's a little bit backstory and a legend about him as well. And he just fucks up people like crazy. I think that was the first, was it that the first scene? I can't remember. Where he just juked the guy with a knife in the head. And I was like,
yeah,
excuse
yeah.
me. Uh, and there's a guy who's got a high fucking pain tolerance. Anyway, number two follows him. You get more of a backstory. You now you realize why he's in so much pain and what sort of determination he has to continue forward. Great action film. Now listen, the way it's directed is almost like a comic book violence. He's got chapters in there which are absolutely amazing. It reminded me a lot about Frank Miller, his artwork and anime, like animation and manga, basically the way the blood squirts and stuff like that. Very comic film. So I know like Frank Miller played a big part. I know like his inspirations are from like probably from a book called Ronin that Frank Miller did, where you know people are losing and blood splattering everywhere and stuff like that, which was great. Number two is bigger, bolder, violenter, more crazier. It's a good fun action movie. Both of them are. I have to agree. Both of them are. So we watched that. So that was good. That was good. That's a good film. I enjoyed the first one more because I just felt like I liked the pacing of that. But oh, this is what I was supposed to say in my review. I need to write a full review. I need to do a video. Uh,
Do the video, yeah.
though this is where you're getting your inspirations are like from manga, Frank Miller comic books, and then George Miller. Like I'm gonna pay respect to George Miller because there are some like Mad Max kind of aspects to this movie as well, like the chase scenes and stuff like that. So he's a great action director, bro. He beautifully does violence very well. Now, I said I was gonna give him credit. Where is his name? Jalmari Halenda. Jalmari Halenda. He is going to be the guy that is going to do the prequel to Rambo. Perfect director
Mm, okay.
because he shoots scenery, violence, and action so well. We got Rambo in the prequel with Noah. I can't remember his name. Noah Sutton. He was in Black Adam, and he's done a couple of other films. He's going to do the prequel to Rambo, which is going to be based in Vietnam, and why he's got PTSD and the shit he had to go through with his veterans over there. So great director, great film. Both of them were good fun. Looking forward to seeing what he does with Rambo. There you go.
All right, awesome, man. Cool. We'll put out your review when you get a chance anyway.
I will
And
do, bro. I will do.
it's on my definitely on my list as well because I really enjoyed the first one. All right, cool. I know you gotta go, so let's go through the news real quick and then we'll finish off. So real quick, Marvel's 2026 lineup. I just wanted to kind of put a refresher out there. I know I still love the MCU and all that sort of stuff. So a couple things to look forward to from the Marvel universe. Wonder Man, January 27th, 2026. So a couple months for that. Daredevil Born Again season 2, March
Nice.
2026. Then you got X-Men season 2, which is the summer. X-Men, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
the animation 97 season 2 X summer. I can't wait for that one. I think that's probably my most anticipated one. Then you got Spider-Man Brand New Day,
Mm-hmm.
um, which is July 31st. I heard the trailer might come out soon. I don't know. People throwing that shit. And then Avengers Doomsday at the end, December 18th. 2026, and I heard the trailer of that will come out when Avatar comes out this year. I don't know if that's possible. I don't even watch trailers anyway, but very
No,
looking
same
forward
here,
to that
same here.
lineup. I have to be very honest. I am looking forward to that lineup. Wonder Man is the only one I have no idea about, but the rest I am. I have to say, super excited about all of them. Really, honestly. I don't know the Punisher. He's the Punisher series, his own special thing. I don't know if that was supposed to be next year or the year after, but
I think that's year after.
I'm getting two versions. I'm getting the Punisher twice, so that's why I'm super excited. But all this content, super excited about. So that's gonna be fun. Stranger Things. Oh, Atia went to the Stranger Things premiere yesterday, so her little videos up on the Instas and all that sort of shit. But they are. Where is my little thing? They are. Anyway, the season finale is apparently going to hit Netflix and some theaters on December 31st, man. So that's
Mm.
kind of interesting. Where's my news? How come I've lost my news? I put it up here and I lost it already. Um, did I put it up? Sorry, man. Sorry. Now
It's
I'm
all right.
getting lost with this shit. I have everything here, and for some reason it's not here, and I can't find anything. You know, when you're in that moment when you're like, motherfucker, I can't find anything. News. Oh God. Shorts. I had like a whole thing about it, man. All right, here we go. Son of a bitch. I get ready for the epic conclusion. The 2 hour finale of Stranger Things, The Right Side Up, premieres at the same time on Netflix and in theaters on December 31st, 2025. Maybe some people are going to spend their New Year's Eve. I know I am going to spend my New Year's Eve watching this. Not in cinema
Mm.
because I think the cinemas that is confirmed, the countries is the US and state and Canada. So really not in our region, but it is US and Canada. But I will be on watching it at home, basically. So that's Stranger Things.
Hmm.
What's next? Oh, this is a really cool one, man. Chadwick Boseman, man. Rest in peace, my brother. I don't know what it is about this dude, but he is being honored with the Hollywood, what's it called? Walk of Fame star. Um, did I say that right? But yeah, Hollywood
Yeah, yeah,
Star of
yeah. Good
Fame,
on him.
Walk of Fame,
Well
whatever.
deserved. Well deserved.
Legendary actor Chadwick Boseman is being honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on November 20th, 2025. His widow, Simone Boseman, will accept the star. Speakers at the ceremony will be Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther, and Viola Davis, Boseman's co-star in Renee's Black Bottom. The star is being awarded in the motion pictures category, celebrating Boseman's groundbreaking roles and his lasting impact on film and culture and people, because it's made an impact on me. This tribute comes 5 years after his passing at the age of 43, a deeply emotional moment to his honor. Love Chadwick Boseman, like all respects to him, man. I'm super happy for him and his legacy being carried on. On the Hollywood Walk of Fame, also someone else got this as well. His name is Robert England. I can't pronounce
Yeah,
it,
bro.
man.
Robert England, bros.
Yeah, all right. It's not pronounced like England. It's not spelled England, but it's probably sounds the same. Anyway, Robert England receives his Hollywood Walk of Fame. He is the star of Freddy Krueger Forever. He is
Hmm.
Freddy, basically. Horror legend Robert England, best known for his iconic role as Freddy Krueger in A Nightmare of Elm Street, has officially received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, October 31st, 2025. This marks a 2,826 star of motion pictures category. I mean, I don't know how long they're going to go on. I mean, I don't know how big or how long that road is, but I don't know. I guess the one day the whole of freaking LA is going to be covered with stars. Shout outs to him, man. He's a legend, man. Freddie, come on, man. We grew up,
Mm.
and that shit was scary, man. Fucking dreaming and shit. And then this Freddy Krueger come and scratch your ass and shit. So that's a legend to him. All right, moving on. I do need to find a better way to do this. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is in talks to reportedly in discussion to a live action adaptation of the beloved 60s sci-fi sitcom The Jetsons,
Yes, I heard
produced by
about that.
Warner
So
Brothers
that'd be interesting.
Pictures.
That'd
Yeah,
be interesting
Colin.
to see what I think he'd be good. Be really good.
Oh, he'll be the best. He'll be the best. He'll be
Yeah.
so animated. He'll be so animated. He'll be perfect for that. Colin Trevorrow, known for directing Jurassic World, Dominion, is in talks to direct and co-write the screenplay with writer Joel Epstein. While nothing is finalized yet, the project marks another high-profile attempt to bring futuristic World of Orbit to live action. So that might be cool. Jetsons. I thought Fantastic Four was kind of like the Jetsons, in my opinion, and now they're coming out hopefully with a Jetsons movie, so that might be interesting. And Jim Carrey's just
Oh yeah, you're
perfect
right.
for
I
it.
didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But
I have to scroll each time, man. Invincible 4. Invincible
yes,
4, season 4, sorry. Anime is Invincible 4, animation is 4, March 2026. So I can't wait for that to watch the next season of Invincible 4. I'm rushing through the news, man. I have to scroll
it's
all
all
the
right,
time,
bro.
which is a
It's
bit
okay.
annoying.
It's
I
all
had to find a
good.
better way to do it. All right, In-Betweeners. I don't know if you ever watched In-Betweeners. I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
never
did, bro.
followed the season, but it's funny as shit, man. It's a very
Yeah, it
funny
is. It
show.
is. It's a funny show.
So
Yeah, definitely.
they're coming back, man. The In-Betweeners revival, 2026. The Gang returns. Cult classic British comedy, British sitcom. The In-Betweeners is gearing up for a comeback in 2026 with all four original stars reportedly to return. Creators Ian, is it Ian? Leon Morrison and Damon Baisley have struck a deal with production company in the UK to revive the band. The format is still undefined. It could be a new TV series or film or stage show, but the commitment to reviving the original characters is clear. So the show was actually really funny. I just never followed it as a season, but it's hilarious, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. I
Uh,
did. I did watch quite a few, and I sometimes do watch it because it's just a bunch of teenagers doing some silly shit. Like it'd be interesting to see what they're like as adults now. But they're really good guys. One of them does a podcast, and he's pretty cool. He speaks up quite a lot about a lot of the politics and all other real world shit that happens, and like what it's been like for him career wise after. But
mm,
he's a good comedian. They were funny, bro. Like some silly stuff we would have got up to as we were younger as well. And
definitely.
it's funny
Do you
to
know?
see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also like you always see like high school American comedy movie, high school comedy movies. This is like a British one. You know if that makes sense?
Yeah.
Like you don't really get much of those from the UK, so it's kind of a lot more relatable based on their the British humor and stuff like that.
No,
So
exactly.
yeah. All right, look, I want to finish off with this. It's what I touched on earlier. There's a couple of things happening in the industry and stuff like that. First of all, Saudi Arabia is launching a film production through initiatives like Jack's Film Studios. So they're looking to get involved in the whole thing, and they're not looking to do like local movies, like a mixture of local movies. But we're talking about like what China was doing with like bringing in American stars and Megalodon. Like Saudi Arabia is looking to get involved in that whole industry as well, and trying to look to do some blockbusters and with all that budget and whatnot. Like I don't know because they're gonna probably get. The end of the day, they're gonna work with Hollywood directors and writers and stars, and what I mean, build up their own sort of studios. And like, I've been hearing so much things. Like Rogan had Russell Crowe in his podcast. He just had Billy Bob Thornton on his podcast, and they talk about like in the reason why they don't shoot many films in the US no more as much is because like tax kills them. Like they used to every movie used to be shot, almost every movie used to be shot in like Hollywood and California and all that sort of stuff. Like the reason why they're shooting in like New Zealand and the UK and other countries is like because of tax. So
Mm.
with Saudi Arabia and these nations out here, there's no tax, right? So could you imagine like those Hollywood movies coming filming here? Now, of course, you got to film based on the terrain, but if Saudi Arabia got billions, they could fucking build a fucking New York City, you know what I mean, for a movie and everything like that. And could you imagine them doing it in a tax-free environment? Like they're gonna do it, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's interesting that they're getting involved in that, but I wonder how it might change things and whatnot. I don't know how it could possibly change
I'm
things
sure it
because
will. It will do, but it will. I mean, America's losing right now, man. Like they're looking to just lose everything at the moment now. And yeah, I thought Trump was a businessman. I thought he was trying to make money. But because they've lost so much as well, it's the same thing like with the UK. Like because they've lost so much, is how do you regain that wealth and that economy back again? Like they say they're one of the richest countries, but they're not. Like economically, they are losing, man.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't know the exact details, but things are expensive. People are complaining, eggs and all that. So, like what Trump ran on was the average person having a more affordable life, and people are not feeling that. You know, I'm trying to say. Same with the
No,
UK. Like they,
it's
like the regular
got even more
person.
expensive.
Yeah, the regular person never feels like it's always the same shit. So you run on that, you get the votes, and then at the end of the day, the regular person's still struggling. But the business people and the rich people are always move forward. They're getting their
Yeah,
shit,
it's
and
fucked,
he has
bro.
his
It's
own.
fucked at
He
the moment.
obviously done his whole tariff wars with the whole world, and he's claiming that he's made trillions of dollars. But like, where? Like to the regular person, like where? You made it, okay, cool. You made it for the country, okay, cool. And what happens? What you just spend it on military and send it to Israel? Like that's probably what happens. So
Exactly,
the
bro. That's
regular
the crazy
person's
thing.
like, the regular person's like, this tariff war don't mean shit for me because I didn't get nothing.
Mm.
And
No,
this
exactly,
eggs are
and it's the
still
same thing.
expensive.
Yeah, it's fucked. Our bills and food has doubled. Money where you would have saved has doubled. Like, bro,
Do you
where
know what?
a weekly shop would have been £100 before. We're coming close to 250 on a weekly basis.
Oh God. Do you know when I was in the UK, I think this is when it hit me.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, the UK is way more expensive than living in Dubai. And I know it's like duh, obviously, but Dubai can be expensive. And yes, it's tax free. And yes, you could get robbed left, right, center from something. Bro, I bought Idris chips and chicken nuggets. 4 nuggets. That used to be a 99p meal. £5. £5. This was the chicken shop opposite Tottenham Green Centre. We used to go there
Yeah,
every
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
right? Two-piece chicken and chips, 1.99. They had an amazing chicken burger that we used to get for like £2.50 and chips and whatnot, and then the grape soda and whatnot.
Yes.
Chips and 4 chicken nuggets, £5, and I was like, fuck, this is expensive. I That's the first time I felt it, and I don't because I haven't lived in the UK for so long, and obviously, like when we're buying stuff, I'm like, yeah, yeah, just pay for it, just pay for it. But I had to go buy him that specifically, just that, and it was like £5. I was like, what the fuck? £5 for 4 chicken nuggets and chips. So I feel it, man. I felt it, and that Dubai can be expensive, but it's definitely way cheaper than the UK, 100%.
But yeah,
So
but
that's crazy. But on
four
that.
nuggets and some chips, you could buy a big bag which is going to give you 5 portions, and you could buy 20 nuggets. Like you have to, like now we have to think about going to the chicken shop. That was like our safe haven. That was our safe haven. Oh man, I got £2, man. What can I get? You know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
And now they're telling me
Nice
five
meal.
ninety nine for 4 nuggets. Fuck you, man. I'm going. I'd rather walk for an hour to Morrison's to buy 2 bags and come here and cook that shit at home than
Yeah, it's
fucking.
ridiculous.
I'll starve, man. Fuck it. I'll starve. Anyway, yeah.
Hey,
Fuller.
last thing on this. I did want to touch on this, man. Warner Brothers and Paramount and all this sort of stuff going through. You know what's happening with Paramount? I know we got a great relationship, but you know what's happening with Paramount, yeah? The Zionists are buying that shit up, man. Like the whole propaganda war, what happened with Gaza, they lost all of that, purchasing TikTok, obviously trying to manage all the social media sort of stuff. But the studios and Hollywood now, yes, there's a boycott thing going on as well, right? With actors not wanting to work with Israeli films and all that sort of stuff. But they're buying shit, man. So they bought that guy, I can't remember his name. The same dude who bought TikTok, I think his son is buying Paramount or bought Paramount, I believe. I can't remember exactly if it went through. But there's that. So be prepared, bro. You might lose all that sort of shit. And then Warner Brothers is up for sale, and there's a lot of discussion about that, man. Like Paramount and them guys, the Zionists are trying to buy that as well. Netflix are trying to get in there to
Yeah.
purchase it. Well, I hope Netflix takes it more than the other lot, but be prepared, man. We might lose some stuff because they're trying to buy the narrative back. They're trying to get that narrative back. And I also heard that, Paramount Studios are trying to boycott the actors, and the actors are like, you can't work with us. And I'm good. I hope those actors stick to their guns and be like, no, fuck you. We don't want to work with you guys. We'll work because
Mm.
they can still get business. And I'm hoping, and I don't know if it's anything related, but this Saudi Arabia thing, even like maybe there's like opportunities where they can. There's so many other studios. Don't get me wrong, but like that's what I'm saying. If it opens up, maybe there's opportunities for them to work, and they will have opportunities.
Oh
I
yeah. Of
didn't talk
course they
about a
will. Of
show I
course
just
they will.
watched. with Mark Ruffalo called is it SWAT? Yeah, SWAT,
Task,
I think it was.
task, task.
Task. Brilliant
Yeah.
show, brilliant show. But anyway, it's all interesting, man. And like with Warner Brothers, everyone's like making up rumors and shit that if Netflix buys it, they can revive the DC universe, and the DC universe could lose if Netflix buys it and they want to go in a different direction. There's all this sort of stuff, but it's there could be a shift in the industry, bro. Like with all this purchasing coming happening from the Zionists, what happens with Warner Brothers? There could be a shift, bro. There could be a shift.
No, that's right. Exactly that. Exactly that. Definitely. Definitely. I'm looking forward to it, bro. Definitely looking forward to it. But let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm prepared to lose it, whatever happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're always gonna be prepared.
Yeah. All right. Look, you gotta go. You gotta go, player. And that was everything. That was all the news, guys. Keep an eye out on the channel. We're being consistent with movie reviews and the podcast. We're gonna try our best every week to get this out. So keep an eye on the channel, the YouTube channel, all that sort of stuff. For the breaking news and the long form content. And then yeah, Kibbs, take us out, man.
Make sure you check out all the socials, guys. As always, super grateful for all the love on there. All the links to the charities are all down below, guys. Mental health, Sudan, Congo, Palestine. Got links to Jamaica, Haiti, and Cuba in to help friends and family out there as well, because they were, just some people can't even find people at the moment now. The Hurricane Melissa did cause some damage, but please do what you guys can. As always, massive, massive thank you, and we'll catch you guys up on the next show. Peace.
Peace. Thanks for watching, and make sure you follow us on all our socials. You got X, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads, and do subscribe to the YouTube channel for more of the long form content and the breaking news. Also, guys, if you guys are on the commute, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Spotify. And there's some more videos for you guys to watch.